Farah of Genesee County's 7th Circuit Court submitted a letter to Governor Gretchen Whitmer announcing his retirement.
The letter states his retirement will be effective this coming November, and TV5 has learned the announcement may stem from a sexual harassment investigation made against the judge by a former intern.
At one time, he told me that he wouldn't be able to control himself in a dark room with me.
Words Grace Ketzner says she never expected to hear from Michigan State University adjunct professor Judge Joseph Farah last summer at her law internship.
He would text me after hours, which in the legal world is not uncommon, except that it didn't have to do with work very often, and it was more like he wanted to buy me steak and red wine or wanted to take me out for drinks.
And Ketzner says when she resisted or didn't respond to Farah,
he then would make comments to some of my other colleagues and even sent text messages to former employees about how he wanted to boot me out of the office. And all of these comments happened after I no longer was engaging or agreeing to go to after-hours functions with him.
Farah is a Flint native and began serving as a judge in 1998. He's currently a judge in Genesee County's 7th Judicial Circuit Court in the Civil and Criminal Division, an area that excited the second-year law student at Michigan State University. But just days into Ketzner's internship, the 25-year-old says she became so uncomfortable, she reached out to other women who had previously interned for Judge Farah.
After talking to some women and realizing that this was behavior that he had exhibited, I imagine, through his entire career, or as far as I know, a long time.
Ketzner resigned and reported her experience with Judge Farah to the university. TV5 obtained these documents. They show in July of 2022, Michigan State University's resolution office made a determination on Ketzner's claims against Farah, stating Farah violated the Title IX policy for sexual harassment, and that Farah violated the academic development program for harassment on the basis of sex for conduct against Ketzner.
I think my ultimate goal was always just to lay a foundation. Again, if there was anyone that came behind me, that foundation would be there. And hopefully if I could lay the foundation, if another person reported, that it wouldn't be as much of an uphill battle. So I was not expecting the favorable outcome that we got.
We learned Joseph Farah is no longer employed at Michigan State University. Ketzner says she also filed a complaint with the Judicial Tenure Commission.
They've been doing their own investigation. We are not privy to all of the information, but I did know that they were in negotiations with him to see if they could come to a resolution.
Farah submitted this letter on August 9th to Governor Gretchen Whitmer, informing her of his retirement from the bench effective November 9th, 2022. We reached out to Farah's court office and the 7th Judicial Circuit Court. We received no response. The Judicial Tenure Commission told us it has no information to share regarding Judge Farah and that it's exempt from Freedom of Information Act requests.
The wording does not surprise me. I'm disappointed that they allowed him to word it like that. I would like people to know why he's resigning after over 20 years. And it's not because he chose to. It's because his behavior and his treatment of me and what I believe is a significant number of other women has finally caught up to him.
No criminal charges have been filed against Judge Farah, and again, we reached out to his court office and have not heard back.